I don't know. Maybe I pressed on button wrong.
Ah, I see. Okay, so okay, so here, so that the meaning of doubt here. So the first sentence that I wrote was, "I doubt you had fun yesterday." So you can also say it like, "I don't believe you had fun yesterday."
Yes.
So that doubt means don't believe.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Any other words that you don't understand?
I think that literature I can understand it.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. So now let's go ahead and answer. Let's go ahead and answer the question. So the first question. So of course it says, does Nina think the lights were from a UFO? So we found out that it's no already. So why not? So why does Nina not think the lights were from a UFO?
Mm, I think Lena don't believe that is UFO because they have two reasons. The
Yeah. So
first is,
what are the? Uh-huh.
suppose is Nina think it must have been a plane.
Mm-hmm. And what is the second reason?
Second reason, Nina think it could have been a flock of birds.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So that was a good answer. However, the best answer here, why Nina does not think the lights were from a UFO, because she doesn't believe in UFO. So because there is no such thing. So she doesn't believe in UFO.
Mm-hmm.
So that is actually the best or the closest answer for that. Okay, anyway, let's go to the next activity. So it's conversation C. So here, we're going to listen to an audio file and we'll find the three extra sentences that we hear in the conversation. Okay, so just give me 1 second here. Let uh, so I'll turn off my video real quick and then turn on my screen sharing
Yes.
and play the audio file. So that's CD234.
Conversation. Part C. Listen. Write the three extra sentences you hear in the conversation. Practice the new conversation.
Did you hear about those strange lights over the city on Sunday night?
No, I didn't. I was out of town.
Apparently, a lot of people saw bright lights moving across the sky. They thought the lights were from a UFO.
I doubt it. It must have been a plane.
Maybe, but there were lots of them, and they were moving around in circles.
It could have been a flock of birds. Birds move around in circles sometimes.
It couldn't have been birds. Birds don't have lights attached to them, and they were really big.
Whatever it was, it couldn't have been a UFO.
Why not? How do you know?
Because there is no such thing.
Okay, so that was the audio file. So were you able to hear did you get all three extra sentences?
Yes.
Okay, so what was the first one?
First one is I withdraw a third.
Again?
I withdraw a third.
Okay, let's play that one more time, okay? So that maybe you could understand it a little better.
Write the 3 extra sentences you hear in the conversation. Practice the new conversation.
Did you hear about those strange lights over the city on Sunday night?
No, I didn't. I was out of town.
Okay, did you? Okay, so
I
what?
went out of town.
No, she said I was out of town. Okay, let's listen to that again. Okay.
I was out of town.
No, I didn't. I was out of town.
Okay, so she said I was out of town.
Wasn't out of town.
No, I was out of town.
I
Let me
watched.
I'll write it down in Skype.
Yes, brilliant.
There.
I was out of town.
Yes. Okay, so how about the second sentence? What did she, or what was the second sentence?
Second sentence is and they really big
Okay, and they were really big.
words.
Again, and they were really big.
And they were really big.
Okay, and the last one?
That one is how do you know?
Yes, remember, the last one is how do you know? Okay, so okay, good. Okay, so I'll stop the share screen and turn on my I'll share the video, the book again. Okay, so now, that was our activity for the conversation. Now let's go to the next page for language booster. Okay, so in our language booster, okay, so here it says, notice the different ways we speculate about things. Okay, so here on the left side, okay, let me zoom in. Okay, so here, so in the left side, it says speculating with more certainty. Okay, so here are some examples. So, okay, so here, these are examples of with more certainty. So it's, so here when you're trying to guess, but you are a little bit sure. Okay, you're a little bit sure of what you're guessing. So, and the first example, the first one is it must have been. Okay, it must have been a plane, or it must have been a UFO, or it must have been then a plane. The next one, it couldn't have been a UFO. Okay, so you can say it must have been or it couldn't have been.
Yes.
Okay. And on the right side here, so this one, you're speculating with less certainty. So it means that you are not sure. Okay, so you're just trying to guess, but you're not really sure. Okay, so the first one is it may have been. So the keyword is may. Okay, so here they will use the word must. Okay, must and couldn't. Okay, in here, the first one is may. It may have been. The second one is could. So here, in more certainty, it's couldn't, and with less certainty, you say could.
Yes.
And then the last one is might. Okay, so it may have been, it could have been, or it might have been. So then you can say anything. So it may have been a flock of birds, or it could have been a flock of birds, or it could have been an airplane, or it could have been something. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so those were our examples for speculating about things. Do you have any questions about the language booster?
I think I understand it.
Okay, very good. Okay, so let's just look at the pair work example. So here in letter A, the first line, it says the UFO could have been a weather balloon. So the first one is could have been. So here it's speculating with less certainty. Then in letter B, the other person answered, or it might have been. So it's uh, another speculation, or another speculation with less certainty. And then the first person said, I think eyewitnesses must have been frightened. Okay, so must have been. So here it's a speculation, or he is speculating with more certainty. So I think the eyewitnesses, or the people who saw it, must have been frightened. Okay, so that was the examples for speculation. Okay, so now let's go to so let's go to pronunciation. So reduction of past modals. Okay, so listen and practice. So notice how have is reduced in these sentences. Okay, so in both two sentences, two example sentences, there's the word have. And above the word have, there is that apostrophe VE. There. So instead of saying have, you can just say v. Okay, or of, like you must have. You must have seen a plane. Okay, so you don't pronounce the have. You just connect the apostrophe VE to the word before it. So you must have seen a plane. Or number two, it couldn't have been a UFO. Okay. Okay, so let's try. Let's practice. Okay, so you repeat after me. So number one, you must have seen a plane.
You must have seen a plane.
Okay, good. Next, number two, it couldn't have been a UFO.
It couldn't have been a UFO.
Okay, very good. Okay, so here on pair work, so we won't do the pair work. Instead, what we'll do is I'll let you read the speculations. Okay, with the reduction of have. Okay, so please read the first one.
You must have fallen asleep.
Asleep, not
Asleep.
asleep. It's no. It's not asleep. It's asleep.
Asleep.
No, the a here, the a. You don't say it as you should not pronounce it very long. So you should just say us, asleep, not
Asleep.
asleep. Okay, good. You must have
Asleep.
fallen. Yes, you must have fallen asleep.
Yes, yes. You must have fallen asleep.
Okay, good. Next,
That person may have lost his or her key.
again. Can you read that again one more time?
The person may have lost his or her key.
Okay, the word have, again, you you don't have to pronounce. You don't have to say have. You can just say the person may have. So
May have.
yeah. So instead of reading have, you can just add apostrophe VE to the word may.
Maybe.
Yeah. So may have.
May have.
Okay. So okay. Again,
May have. The person may have lost his or her key.
very good. Okay. Next.
There must have been an Emergency.
Okay. Can you read this word? This word?
Might.
Oh, okay, might. Very good. Again,
Might.
please read.
There might have been an emergency.
Very good. There might have been an emergency. Okay, and the last one.
It couldn't have been a robber.
Very good. It couldn't have been a robber. Okay, very good. Okay, so well, I think we can skip the speak with confidence. Let's go to the next page. So here it's English in action. Okay, so let's go to number 1 preview. So here it says, look at the photo on the left. Okay, Maria is explaining the idiom jack of all trades, master of none. Okay, and then discuss and okay, so we don't have the right. So discuss what you think it means, or can you tell me what it means? So okay, Maria. So you can see in picture A, Maria is talking to her friends. Okay, and then she is explaining about what jack of all trades, master of none means. So what do you think? Okay, based on the pictures, on the 2 pictures, what does it mean?
This picture is Maria is talking and explain with her friend about something.
No. What I'm asking you is, what I'm asking you to do is explain what it means. What jack of all trades, master of none means.
That's of all James, master of none.
Yes, what does this mean?
Chase.
Okay, what do you think does it mean?
Chase. Maybe
Just you can
master of none. I don't know.
yeah, you can just guess. Look at the picture. So here in letter B, the picture in letter B. What do you think? Looking at the picture, what do you think does jack of all trades mean? Or jack of all trades, master of none?
Maybe that is have a skill, good skill for using tool.
Okay, so you think she is talking about a person named Jack and he is good in using tools? Okay. Okay, so that was a very good explanation. So let's go to practice. So this time we're going to watch a video, then we will learn what jack of all trades, master of none mean. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me just turn off my video one more time and turn on my screen share. Open the let's see.
Tom got the advertising job at the company.
That's amazing.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
I'm not sure what kind of job I want.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. Sometimes it takes time.
You know, Jill's doing something cool these days. She's starting a blog.
That's great, Jill. What is your blog about?
It compares the different customs of the world.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Did you know that in some Asian countries like Japan and Korea, you're expected to take your shoes off before entering the home?
Really?
But in America, we're expected to keep our shoes on.
That's true.
This sounds really interesting, Jill.
It's fun, and I get to practice my writing. I just want to master writing.
Right. Jack of all trades, master of none.
Huh.
What do you think it means?
I have no idea.
Jack of all trades is someone who can do many things.
Right. And master of none means you can't do any of the things really well. So, what would happen if Jill tried to do many different things and write?
She would be a jack of all trades, master of none.
But since my passion is writing, I should focus on that and master it.
Exactly.
Maria,
Yeah?
you should be a teacher.
Okay, so that was the video.
Yes.
So let's just turn on my video one more time and turn off my screen sharing. Okay, so now, do you understand what Jack of all trades, master of none mean?
I think I already hear to think about.
I'm sorry?
I hear Maria say to think about Jack or Jane, master of none.
Yes,
Mean.
so she explained, okay? So she explained what Jack of all trades, master of none means. So the question here in letter A is, what does Jack of all trades, master of none mean? So what did she say? How did she explain it?
That approach change master of none mean is doing very well.
Okay. Let me play the video one more time to the part where she explains what it really means, okay?
Yes.
In America, we're expected to keep our fun, and I get to master writing.
Jack of all trades, master of none. What do you think it means?
I have no idea.
Jack of all trades is someone who can do many things.
Right. And master of none means you can't do any of the things really well.
Okay, I'll play it one more time so that it won't be very confusing. So let's go back to this part.
Jack of all trades is someone who can do many things.
Right. And master of none means you can't do any of the things really well.
Okay, so did you hear what they said?
He
What?
said that can change or someone do anything.
Okay, yes. So, so Jack of all trades means that you can do many things, and then what about master of none? Okay, Jack of all trades, it means it can do, a person can do, okay, so Jack is not really a person. So Jack is like they gave a name to a person. So Jack of all trades is a person who can do many things. How about master of none? Okay, so I'll explain it to you. So, okay, so again, jack of all trades means a person. Jack of all trades is a person who can do many things, and then master of none means that he can. You can't do one thing very well. So you know how to do a lot of things. Okay, you know how to do a lot of things, but you can't do them very well. So like in her example, since Jill, this girl wanted to start a vlog. Okay, so Maria explained that if she does other things, or if Jill decided to do things other than writing, then she will not be able to master writing because since she is doing other things. So instead of doing a lot of things, you can just focus, or you can just do one thing and try to master it.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So instead of trying out a lot of things, just do one thing and try to master that one thing, so that you won't be called jack of all trades, master of none.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, how about letter okay, now let's go to letter B. So it says in letter B, watch the video again and complete the sentence below. Okay, so would you like to watch the video one more time to answer these questions?
I think I will watching video one more time.
Okay, so before we watch the video one more time, let's try to look at the sentences that we need to complete. So number one, blank got a job at an advertising company. Okay, so the first one, we're looking for a person, a name of a person who got a job at an advertising company. Number two, Jill is writing a blank. So what is she writing? Okay, and then in number three, in Japan and Korea, you should take your blank off. Okay, so we're looking for something that you take off when entering a house. And then number four, blank explains the expression jack of all trades, master of none. So again, another person. We are looking for the person who explained what jack of all trades, master of none means. And then number five, Jill says Maria should be a what? So what should be his her job? Okay, so very good. So number five is a teacher. Okay, so let's watch the video one more time so that we can answer all of them. Okay.
Yes.
Tom got the advertising job at the company.
That's amazing.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
I'm not sure what kind of job I want.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. Sometimes it takes time.
You know, Jill's doing something cool these days. She's starting a blog.
That's great, Jill. What is your blog about?
It compares the different customs of the world.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Did you know that in some Asian countries like Japan and Korea, you're expected to take your shoes off before entering the home?
Really?
But in America, we're expected to keep our shoes on.
That's true.
This sounds really interesting, Jill.
It's fun, and I get to practice my writing. I just want to master writing.
Right. Jack of all trades, master of none.
Huh.
What do you think it means?
I have no idea.
Jack of all trades is someone who can do many things.
Right. And master of none means you can't do any of the things really well. So, what would happen if Jill tried to do many different things and write?
She would be a jack of all trades, master of none.
But since my passion is writing, I should focus on that and master it.
Exactly.
Maria,
Yeah?
you should be a teacher.
Okay, so that was the video one more time. So let's try to answer the question. So number 1, who got a job at an advertising company?
Tom.
Tom. Okay, good. Okay, how about number 2? Jill is writing a...
Something about matter. I cannot hear.
Okay, so the answer here is... Okay, so this one. Jill is writing a blog.
Uh,
Okay, let me just...
this video they talking so fast, so I cannot hear clearly.
I see. Okay, so one thing that you could do, for that is that you, whenever you have free time, you can try to study this book and watch the videos. You can always download the videos and the audio files for this, so that you can watch the videos and listen to the audio files, so that you will be able to listen to them very carefully and listen to them again and again, so that it will be easier for you. It will be easier for you to understand, even when they are talking very fast.
Yes,
Okay, because sometimes there are people who talk really fast, and if you're not familiar with the words that they are saying, you might not understand them. So the best way to practice, or the best way that you will be able to understand them, is if you keep on listening and keep on watching English. Okay, so there are a lot of audio and video files in for this book. You can download them and listen to them a lot,
yes.
so that you will be able to understand. Okay, now let's continue. Let's go to number 3. So in Japan and Korea, you should take your blank off when entering a house. What do you take off?
I don't know, teacher. I don't hear.
You take your shoes. Yes, your shoes off when entering a house. Okay, and the
I
last...
cannot.
I'm sorry?
I cannot hear this word.
Okay. Anyway,
Maria.
yes, and the last one is Maria. Okay, very good. Okay, Maria. Okay, so anyway, we don't have time to have this discussion for that. So anyway, we'll end the class here, since it's almost time, and then on our next class we'll start a new lesson. So here, that will be on page 29. Cars will most likely fly.
Yes.
So as your small homework, try to answer the vocabulary activity, vocabulary A. Okay, so I'll write it down in Skype. So homework, answer vocabulary A in page 72.
Yes, I see.
Okay, so for now, enjoy the rest of your day, Mr. Kwan, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye, teacher. See you.